Hey guys, it's your boy Valdo, and I got some good news and I got some bad news. And the good news is Cold Snap has been fixed, maybe. And the bad news is now you can't just GG everything in the game with it. So yeah. But anyways, we're gonna actually hit that Control F, that sweet, sweet Control F. Type in Cold Snap, and we're gonna see a bug where Cold Snap's damage over time could bypass damage immunities. Now, so this is funny enough, this is actually not a big deal for obvious reasons, considering you should be interacting with things that are fighting you. This one doesn't really make a big deal, but it does mean that you have to fight Shaper fair and square. You can't do what I did in my last video, where I basically walked into Shaper, hit the cold snap, and then waited for him to finish his entire monologue, in which he died. And then there's fixed a bug where damage over time from cold snap was not removed between PvP rounds or on death. This fixes a case of Katarina minions dying immediately upon being resurrected. There's actually a problem here. So this addresses all of the small issues we've talked about, and it addresses the PvP issue. You can do Katarina missions now, of course, but this does not address the ridiculous amount of damage Cold Snap was doing, some form of stacking almost on bosses. And this does require some testing. This actually could address it. It could be an underlying, fix in this text here. I haven't tried it. I probably won't try it, to be honest. I'm trying to find something else to play, and I've got limited time, so I really won't be delving too deep into this. But I just wanted to circle back with the whole change to Cold Snap and kind of let you guys know that most of the problems have been changed, and you can actually play it now without worrying about, I don't know, getting I guess, wrecked by Malachi by having to kill him again because you didn't get the kill count. And the same thing with Schraper. You shouldn't be able to kill him while he's not fighting you, but I don't know if the damage over time effect will be removed from some bosses, because it doesn't actually very clearly state that here. But I'll be honest, it does seem as though that change is very much cemented here, and that is very much the change that we're looking for. Regardless, if any of you guys were holding off from playing the build, because of some bug issues, I would say definitely go back, play the skill. It is an amazing skill. It is probably my favorite skill of the expansion so far. And yeah, so definitely guys, go down, play it. It's gonna be dope. But that's kind of it. And I want to kind of move on to my next topic, which is essentially talking about where I'm at. And so that's kind of been an issue for me, is finding out essentially what I want to play next. And sadly, I've got some bad news. I have had a bit of a block, and I went to try a seismic trapper, physical trapper, if you will, with Chieftain. And about 2 days ago, I kind of got to like maps with it, or I think it was yesterday morning. I got to maps with it. I was playing it, and I really wasn't feeling it. And I did make some bad choices, I'll be fair. I was using Chieftain, converting all the physical damage to fire, using Ash from Orb of Storms, because you cannot trigger the Ash from his Ascendancy with the character himself. And so this created a very bad dynamic for the character in general, because the clear speed of the character was quite shit, whereas the single target damage was disgusting. So you would cover with Ash, Elemental Overload, like literally double the cast speed of a normal character using a lot of the rare items, like this one here, for example. I would use stuff like that to get a shit ton of cast speed, and Seismic Trap would be literally doing double the wubs it would normally do, and it would have Immolate on it, cover them in Ash, and it was disgusting. It did obscene amounts of damage. I had insane trap throwing speed. It was a cool build. The problem is trying to find a skill to clear packs that's physical. Explosive Trap doesn't do that without any investment in AoE. It does no damage. And with this character, I did a lot of stretching that I really shouldn't have done. This is understandable. I really wanted to unspec these to go for these nodes, save some time. That would have been like 5 or so nodes. I wanted to go like Val Righteous Fire and Righteous Fire. And I'll be fair, this build can be done. You just have to get to level like 90-ish to do all the things I wanted to do. And I really kind of overshot it a bit, And I feel kind of bad because it's not very often that one of my builds doesn't just fall through for me. And I guess by the time I was at maps, I was like throwing my bladefall traps, and man, they were tickling. Not enough to kill mobs with a single trap. And that felt really bad. And so I kind of decided to drop it. I'm definitely not going to be playing this character. Really, I'm kind of sick of traps, to be honest. Having played like 2 or 3 saboteurs a league, and now coming back and circling back here to play this trapper, and being satisfied with the damage of seismic trap, but starting to realize that saboteur is kind of like for the Uber traps. He is the best class. He can actually get a reasonable amount of cooldown reduction and use Tinker Skin and all these other things that kind of make sense with the saboteur. And like some of the other ones, like Explosive Trap, require quite a bit of area of effect investment just to be able to achieve that. And so he's also that as well. And I'll just be honest, guys, I'm not really feeling it right now. I'm not really feeling traps right now. So definitely going to take a moment, step back a bit, kind of refresh my mind, find something else to play, another build to play, to be exact. Just because it kind of I don't know. I just feel like traps are really not my forte right now. And I kind of should be moving on. So we'll be seeing. I'm not really quite sure yet. I was thinking about trying some sort of poison build with assassin, considering he's a bit unloved right now, and you guys know how I feel about things that are not loved. I attempt to love them. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a try. So yeah, I'll get back with you guys soon. I'm gonna be theory crafting most of the day today, seeing what I can make happen, and probably start leveling by tonight. The problem I'm having though is work, of course. So I guess that'll all happen when I get back. If I do solidify some ideas, I'll probably do a post or something. But again, guys, thanks for paying attention. And if you guys do have any questions about any of the other builds I've done, please again hit me up in the comments. I have been a bit absent, but I will be there this time. So I'll see you guys later. GG's. And if you haven't played Cold Snap yet, go play that shit. It is fire. Later.